Well, as someone said in an episode of Star Trek recently, it's a start. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and we are just doing the little content creation trailer reaction hangout thingy tonight. Alan Copeland, welcome, good to see you here. Yeah, I'm gonna retire Spotify for a little while tonight because I have a hard time talking over it these days, and yeah. And there's trouble asking to be let in. Give me 1 second. The Queen needs to be let in. 1 second, everybody. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's see. We were talking about Spotify and me having a difficult time talking over it these days. Yeah, I don't know. I want to keep the music like comparable for you guys, but when I do that, it's really loud here and I don't like it. And it's hard to talk over. So, anyways, Alan Copeland, how are you doing this evening? What is going on? What is new in your life? I see that well, looks like you might be the only one here right now, so thank you for being here. Um, so I've got some things that I want to talk about. Oh yeah, Trouble's here. She is. Where is she? There she is. Hey, sweetie. Hello. You want to come here? You want to come say hi to everyone? Come here, sweetie. I'm trying to get her over here, but she just don't want to cooperate because she's a cat. Hey, sweetie. Anyways, so but wanted to talk to you about a few things. First of all, let's see. I know that my activity has really kind of been on the downward slope lately. And there's at least partially a good reason for that. One, I'm in the middle of changing the focus for this channel. And it's there are probably going to be some for lack of a better term, some growing pains associated with that change. Um, if you guys take a look at my YouTube banner, it basically says Spidey centric pop culture content. It says, you know, and now I've got a cat meowing at me. What? Come here. Come here. Okay, if you're gonna sit there and just mule at me, I'm gonna put you out. Is that what you want? Sorry, she's being a butt. All right. You enjoyed Indy 5? Good. I need to go see that. I like that one. I looked at the trailer. I'm not as into the Indiana Jones movies as I am like Star Wars or something like that. But man, I was watching that trailer. I'm like, this one I might actually go see in the theaters. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, forget it. I was so not I was just not impressed. But like the like this one, the Dial of Destiny, I was like, this one I might be willing to give it a go. And where did she go? Trouble, what are you doing? Okay, she's being a cat as always. In any case, hold on. Discord is chirping at me incessantly. What is going on? I don't understand why it is, but whatever. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I never saw Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark. I've seen the Temple of Doom. I've seen The Last Crusade. I had no desire whatsoever to see Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And but this Dial of Destiny, I'll probably go see that. I'll probably go see that. I don't think that's pushing it at all for me. Again, I don't really care for Indiana Jones as much as I do Star Wars and, a bunch of other fandoms that I'm really into. But it doesn't mean I don't like it. It just means that like it's, like Star Wars, Star Trek, Spider-Man, several other types of fandoms, the Dresden Files, stuff like that is like up here. And then like stuff that I detest is like down here. Indiana Jones is like, it's about right here. It's like it's good. I like it when I get a chance to watch it, but I'm not gonna just like try. I'm not chomping at the bit to watch it, basically. But Dial of Destiny looks like it might be decent. So, um, but yeah, we're gonna do a couple of trailer reactions tonight. Let me go over to Discord and see what we have on the trailer suggestions channel. Alan basically suggested the Dune Part 2 official trailer number 2. And everything else is either pretty old or I'm just not interested enough to check it out. So please don't be offended if I don't if I don't jibe with all of your trailer suggestions. Um, I just we all have our preferences. So anyways, so I was talking a little while ago about the channel going in a different direction. And let me just see if I can call up my YouTube channel real quick and just show it to you guys. So I'm gonna see if I can open up a viewing window here and then point it at my channel. So, but I just want to show you guys. There's one window. Let's go ahead and point it at, there we are. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna take a second. We're going to expand this, and interesting display properties, but whatever. Okay. So as you can see on my channel, there's a live stream going right now because, that's this live stream. But as you can see, if you take a look at my channel banner, it says Spidey-centric pop culture content. All right. It also has on it reactions and reviews, live shows, and gaming streams. Lately, I've pretty much only been doing gaming streams, especially stuff like Marvel Contest of Champions up until about 4 months ago. Then I went to Marvel Puzzle Quest, which no one watched, which is fine. Everyone is welcome to their opinions on that. And so on and so forth. Lately, I've been playing The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and it had started with Breath of the Wild. The live shows, I mean, the podcast is now starting to cover that niche. And then for reactions and reviews, well, I mean, that's kind of what these content creation streams are for. And so I'm technically doing everything on there, but I feel like the gaming has been a huge focus, and not all of it was Marvel related. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, for instance, I'm going to play more Tears of the Kingdom later today, and I'm going to do that kind of like during my evening streams, because I want to play that. I want to complete it. I want to do some of the fun things in it, and then Trouble, what are you doing? And then I want to kind of like retire the game and go on and do other things that are more like Marvel centric, hopefully more Spider-Man centric, which is not always easy. But there is a lot of stuff that I can do that I want to do, and I'm going to try to do. I'm also putting a lot of my time and energy into the Webline, my Spider-Man podcast, which streams live at 2 p.m. on Sundays. And hopefully you guys can make it to that. And hopefully you're enjoying those episodes. I'm a little behind on pushing the episodes out to Spotify. I think like episode 4 still needs to go out, so I may work on that tonight after I'm done streaming Zelda. We'll see. But I'm trying to I'm trying to kind of take a lot of the content that I'm making and kind of try to align it so that it all kind of falls under more or less one umbrella. Primarily, I'm trying to go for Spider-Man content, but I mean, we're also open to other pop culture things, but like it's mostly kind of Spidey centric. I'll occasionally nerd out about Star Trek or Star Wars or something like that. And MCU stuff, I mean, that's always going to be something that I cover because it's, I'm into that and it's tangentially related to Spider-Man. But I think the bulk of my effort and energy right now, I really want to put towards working on the Webline podcast and trying to work on my Spider-Man content. Try to do more Spidey-centric videos. That's why if you go and look at my channel right now, you can see that I've got a playlist for the Webline. It's literally the first thing that you can see on my channel. There's a reason for that. That's what I want to emphasize. That's what I want the channel to not entirely be about, but I definitely want it to be significantly about the Spider-Man content and the podcast. Next, I have trailer reactions, which again I feel is a pretty good. It's a pretty good like another type of emphasis for the channel. And then after that, I mean, it kind of becomes random. Like I could probably move up the compression shirts because I'm always going to be getting an unboxing Spider-Man compression shirts. I if I wanna elevate the character crawls, I'm gonna need to basically kind of make those so that they are more so that I'm doing them on the regular. And so far, I don't know. I have not had I haven't had the energy to do both something like the podcast and then get back into doing the character crawls. But I would like to do those at some point, and we'll see. So yeah, I'm trying to do less randomized content. I feel like I've been pretty random up until this point. And I guess that leads into another area that I could talk about in terms of content. Let's talk about mobile games. Let's talk about Marvel Puzzle Quest and Marvel Strike Force and Marvel Contest of Champions. These are all games that I have played for significant portions of time and have enjoyed and have also kind of come to get sick of, I think. I'm gonna share a little confession with you guys. I have not touched a mobile game in the last 7 days. The last time I played Marvel Puzzle Quest, which is the last mobile game I played, it was last Friday. It was last Friday, and I was just playing it, and then I was just like, this is never going to end, is it? I'm kind of sick of it. And so I think the thing that really is starting to get to me about mobile games and stuff like that is the unending sense of FOMO that comes with them. The idea that if you're not logging in and playing every day and playing specific types of content every day, and you're just not always keeping those wheels in motion, that you are somehow going to miss out. And I'm coming to realize that I'm just sick of it. I'm kind of tired of being led around by this potential stick that could smack me over the head going, you don't want to miss this. If you don't log in, you'll miss it. I don't I don't care for that. I was okay with it for a while, for a long time. But now I think I'm just kind of done with it. So I don't think I'm going to be playing any more mobile games as part of my gaming content on this channel. I know some of you who came here through Marvel Contest of Champions, who met me through Marvel Contest of Champions. Some of you may be disappointed about that, and I'm really sorry to disappoint you. But as much as I enjoy those games don't define me, and they are not. I'm tired of making them part of my identity. I really want to focus on more stuff that I could kind of bring in terms of value, which at this point is my Spider-Man knowledge and enthusiasm and my energy and love for that character and his amazing world. So I think there will going forward be less emphasis, much less emphasis, if any, on mobile games of any sort. Now, I can think of one exception. I can think of one way that there might be an exception. If they come out with a Spider-Man mobile game, then I might give that a try. But I'm talking something very Spidey centric, something like Spider-Man Unlimited, which unfortunately they shut off their servers like 4 years ago. God, I loved that game. I really wish that they had kept it going, but unfortunately, that just does not appear like that's ever going to be the case. It's just dead and gone, and we're never going to see it again. And that sucks, but not everything we love gets to survive. So, anyways, I think basically what I'm trying to say here is, like you've probably noticed that there has been a severe downtick in a lot of my activity on the channel. The reason for that is because I'm in the middle of kind of changing things up. And according to conventional wisdom, what I should be doing is just starting an entirely new channel, because a lot of the data on this channel is probably going to be very misleading. Most of my views come from like stuff like Marvel Contest of Champions. I think when I started this channel like 5-6 years ago, I was doing like a weekly crystal opening. It wasn't very good. And now I'm trying to do other things. I'm trying to do something that's a little bit more directed. So I think in the near term, my numbers are going to take a hit, which really sucks because I'm apparently about 200 hours below the 3,000 watch hours that you need in order to get into the YouTube Partner Program. Now that they've lowered the requirements for it, but I also feel like this is something that I need to do. I feel like this is an important part of who I am and what I interact with best on YouTube. And so that's what I'm going to start doing. So with that out of the way, I want to talk about a couple of other things that we've got going on. We've got I've got a little update on Trouble's medical bills. As you guys know, Trouble was very, very sick earlier this year. I very nearly lost her. I fortunately did not. I kept her in an animal hospital for 2 weeks at great personal expense, I might add. But she managed to pull through. The doctors were great. They kept me in the loop. They kept her alive until we were able to figure out what we needed to do for her, and they did it. When all was said and done, and I put down all the costs that I needed to save Trouble's life, the total came out to about $18,000. You heard that right. 18K. It's a lot of money, and I'm still paying it down, and I probably will be paying it down for at least a couple of years. That's one of the reasons that you guys keep seeing, like in my YouTube video descriptions and a lot of the live stream descriptions, you'll see a lot of links to ways that you can help. There's always the donations. Troubles GoFundMe is still live. The Amazon thing is not really a thing anymore. I apparently am not charismatic enough to get people to buy things through my Amazon link. So at least for now, I'm going to discontinue it. But the merch store is still open. So any of those ways, if you decide that you want to help contribute to Trouble's financial well-being, I mean, she's through it all and everything. It's just this is an expense I didn't realize I was going to be paying at the time that all this happened. So, and I'm doing okay with it. I mean, like, it's not like something insurmountable. But any little bit that you guys can contribute to help is going to go straight to that. And I'm going to do what I can to pay that off as quickly as possible. So, in the meantime, oh, right, Trouble's medical bills, when I plunked down everything that I needed, was about $18,000. As of today, I am very happy to announce that it is under $13,000. It's like $12,900, basically. So, Trouble, as you guys can see, is doing just fine. She's a full-time cat again, with all of the surliness and snuggles that come with it. But she is. I'm going to be paying her medical for a while. And in the meantime, I'm really close to picking a pet insurance provider for her. And when I make a decision, I don't know if you guys are interested, I'll tell you who it is. But until I make a decision, I'm not going to say which ones I'm considering right now. But basically, I did the calculations, and with some of them, if I pay for like if I get the frickin' golden parachute treatment for her, I think they call it the gold standard in medical, in healthcare providing. It would cost less than the $18,000 over, like, let's say Trouble lives like 10 more years. It would not even come to 18,000, which is exactly what I would have had to pay for her. Which I'd call that a bargain. So, if you have any pets and you really love them, I would suggest getting pet insurance. Again, I'll let you know what I get once I decide on a provider. But yes, I'm very happy. I want to thank you guys for all of the donations that you made, all the signal boosting. I haven't gotten any donations in June, so hopefully we can get some in July. I don't know, that would be nice. But even if I don't get any more between now and when I pay off that debt, I've been in this kind of debt before, and I'm talking about credit card debt of more than like $15,000. I've been here before. I've gotten out from under it before. I can do it again. I've got some tricks that I can perform and do to make sure that this is as painless as I can make it. So, all right. So, in the meantime, let's see. What else? What else did I want to talk about? I had several things, and of course, I'm terrible at jotting down notes. So, we've talked about the new direction of the channel. We have talked about Trouble's medical debt. We talked a little bit about pet insurance. I'd like to talk a little bit about the podcast itself. I had to take last week off because basically circumstances kind of pulled me away from being able to give you guys a quality episode. And so I basically had to delay a week. And then I'm coming back with tomorrow's episode, which is actually going to be a retro review of Sam Raimi's Spider Man movie from 2002, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy it. But I'm really looking forward to kind of just, um, I don't know, just going over it again. And this is going to kind of feed into a another episode that I'm working on, which is essentially my tier list of Spider-Man movies. And like at the end of the podcast, I'll be giving like my tier list rating for it so that you guys will know it ahead of time. Now, when am I going to do the tier list episode for Spider-Man movies? I don't know yet. I'm thinking probably like at the end of the summer, because I think what I want to do is I want to get a few movie episodes in the bag. And I feel like I can do a Spider-Man movie every few podcast episodes. I kind of like having the guest character or my guests on, and kind of using them as sounding boards and bouncing off each other. I feel like that really works, and hopefully you guys do as well. But I'm going to be working on this. Let me see. Episode 5 is the retro review of Spider-Man the movie. Let me see. The next episode will be on the 9th. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet, but I'm going to try to get a guest for it. I would like to get Matt Cave and maybe do a video games episode, but he's been really hard to pin down lately. So, he's Mr. YouTube Partnership Program now, and I don't know. But I think that could be a lot of fun. Or I might get one of my other guests, one of my previous guests, or maybe someone new for a different kind of topic related Spider-Man episode. And then I think the episode after that is I'm going to try to get Dan Gavosden from the Amazing Spider Talk podcast to come on and talk with me about some of the most iconic Spider-Man stories. And I'm really looking forward to that because I feel like that's going to be a part 1 episode. It's going to be like, I feel like people will have opinions about it. They'll be like, okay, why didn't you cover this Spider-Man story? Or why didn't you cover this Spider-Man story? And so I feel like it's going to be the most iconic Spider-Man stories part 1. We're going to have to see how response to that goes. And take it from there. So in the meantime, I think it's probably not a bad idea to set an interval for breaks during the podcast. And so what I'm thinking I might do is do anywhere from about 4 to 6 episodes at a run. So like at least one or, one episode a week for like anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. And then we take 1 week off to kind of recover and work on other things. And then we start up again. And I feel like that's probably a really good pace to do here. I can tell you that I'm going to try to at least go until the end of July. I think July 30th that episode will be right before Spider-Man Day. And I definitely want to do an episode about Spider-Man Day and kind of the history of it. I think that would be a lot of fun. And I think you guys might enjoy that as well. So if you guys have any ideas for podcast episodes, please email them to me. All right. I've got lots of ideas. All right. But only you guys know what you like and what you want to see. So tell me what you want to see, and I'll start incorporating them into my list of ideas, because I got lots of ideas. There's plenty of content coming down the pipeline. There are plenty of things for me to talk about in terms of, just kind of classic content. So there's no shortage of things for me to gab about on the podcast. So, but if you guys let me know what you want to hear, I will be happy to try to incorporate your suggestions into the podcast itself. Okay. And I think that's all I've got for right now in terms of like kind of general channel and life and podcast updates. So hopefully, hopefully you guys are at least mildly intrigued by all of that. But in the meantime, let's see. I would like to go ahead and do at least one trailer reaction. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and bring up Discord real quick. It looks like the only reaction that I'm going to be doing tonight is going to be the Dune Part 2 official trailer 2. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. Give me just a moment. Okay, for some reason it played near the end, which... YouTube, what is wrong with you? Okay. YouTube, what is wrong with you? All right, so... Alan Copeland says Zog? What? What does that mean? Tell me what that means. I don't know what it means. Okay. All right. So let's see. I am going to... Let's see. We're going to move things over just a touch. Wow. I do not like Windows when it does that. Okay. All right. Give me just a second. Oh, I've already done the Babylon 5 reaction. I did that last week. We did the Babylon 5. All right. Okay, let's see. Okay. So we got that set up there. Let me go ahead and move the trailer screen over to here. Okay. All right. And here we are. And let me just see. Some of the first ones said that to Ivanova of B5. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I missed it. Totally missed it. Okay. I want to check something real quick. Okay, good. All right. Good to know. No, that is not what I wanted. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and set up the viewing window real quick. It's right there. It is full screen. All right. And this is about a 3-minute trailer. When I clicked on this, it was nearly done, which suggests that I've seen it, but I don't think I've seen any Dune material lately. So we're just going to watch this from the get-go and see how it looks. So ready? All right. Here we go.
This world is beyond cruelty.
Okay, that looked like Slave 1 for a second.
My family's been
decades
for centuries. They were massacred.
So
my father.
My father didn't believe in revenge.
How long has it been since part 1?
In Fremen.
Let me fight beside you.
Reload!
All right.
He said I got that. Thanks.
I appreciate that. I appreciate your honesty.
I'm fighting for my people.
You young pup.
Okay.
Do you believe in Paul?
There are signs.
Uh-oh.
Why is that a bad thing? Use it.
He's a worm rider.
All my visions lead to horror.
Because you lose control.
Because I gain it. Johnny, do you believe in me?
Okay, that she did not answer there was kind of damning. Ah! Christopher Walken! What?
Deal with this prophet. Show me who you are. Your father.
Doing a good job of making the Harkonnens look pretty gross.
Good man.
Is Christopher Walken playing?
No duel must be done.
We gave them something to hope for.
That's not hope! I will love you as long as I breathe.
This prophecy is how they enslave us!
It's not a prophecy. It's a story.
I don't care what you believe. I believe.
Is he fighting Fade Rotha in that duel? That must be Fade Rotha.
Duke of Arrakis!
He who can destroy a thing has the real control of it.
Huh. All right. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Okay. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope all is well. Welcome to the stream. Okay. If you would like a TLDR for what I've covered during the stream, other than this trailer reaction, I basically gave an update on the direction that the channel's going. It's going to be fewer mobile games and more Spider-Man content, hopefully. It's probably going to hurt my numbers for a little while. Trouble's medical debt is down from 18,000 to under 13,000 now. And what else? Oh, and if you have any suggestions for the podcast or any Spider-Man questions that I can answer for a mail segment on the podcast, please send them to me. I really would like to hear them. So comments, email them to me at spideylibrarian@gmail.com. The Spidey Questions channel on the Discord, anything. Just shoot me the things that you would like to see or the questions you would like answered, so that I can do that kind of stuff. And yeah. Okay. All right. So let me just do a quick make a quick video from all this. So here we go. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and what we just watched was the second official trailer for Dune Part 2. The first movie was extremely ambitious and seemed to deliver. Critics and audiences alike really seemed to enjoy it. And it looks like this second one is every bit as ornate, every bit as ambitious, and every bit as filled with story and action as the first part. Hopefully we're going to see a little bit more of Zendaya in this part 2 than we did in part 1. But overall, it looks like it's pretty good. It looks like it's very kind of strongly involved in Paul kind of learning the ways of the Fremen and just kind of doing the second part of the second part of the Dune story. I'm thinking mostly from the novel, although I will admit it's been a couple of decades since I read it. But overall, it looks really good. It looks like it'll be a lot of fun. I don't know if I'll be going out to see this in theaters. I still haven't technically seen part 1, but I've heard all the hype about it. I've heard that it's really good. I am curious to see both parts, but hopefully it will appeal to you and you'll get to see it soon. Thank you for this. Thank you for watching this reaction, and if you'd like to see more, I've got them right there. Okay, And we're going to go ahead and stop. Oh, wow, I didn't record. I'm going to have to go ahead and do that all over again at some point. Actually, I can probably just wait a day for the live stream to process, and then I can just download the stream. That's inefficient, but, you know, what are we going to do? So, all right, guys. So anyways, Ryan, how are you doing? How is life, the universe, and everything treating you? Anything new and exciting going on? Good to see you. Good to hear from you. And I've mostly just been kind of giving an update on the channel. I don't know if you guys are aware, but I am at, like, I've got about 770 subscribers. I've got 2.8K watch hours. I'm like 200 hours under 3,000 watch hours. So if you guys can, I don't know, pull up the podcast playlist and like watch those episodes, or maybe you want to watch me play some Legend of Zelda. I've got the playlist for that as well. Or maybe you want to watch me cry. I've got the Trouble Watch for that. Anything you guys can do, just viewing my material really helps. And I'm going to try working on some more evergreen content. That's mostly going to be probably the podcast, but also probably like trailer reactions and things like that as well. So anyways, I want to thank you guys for being here for this little content creation stream. I appreciate it. Giving you guys updates and telling you how things are going. I think I'm going to go ahead and we're going to stop the stream here. And then give me about 10 minutes and we will start the upcoming stream for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. If you haven't seen the schedule, tomorrow from 10 a.m. until hopefully, I don't know, 6 or 7 p.m., I'm going to be playing Spider-Man Miles Morales. We're going to try to complete the whole game from start to finish. I've played part of it. I'm going to open a new file. We're going to start from the beginning, and we're just going to try to play the whole thing through. If you could tune in for that, that would be really helpful. So, and tell any of your Spider fan friends who don't know about that, about that I'm doing that. Please let them know that I'm doing that. Okay. In the meantime, thank you guys for hanging out. I will see you hopefully in a few minutes. And this is Spidey Librarian. Until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.